Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zep, and today I am here with another Muse reaction. This is to the song Will of the People. Now, Muse fans out there may know that there has been a couple leaks when it comes to the new Muse songs being released, and unfortunately couldn't help myself. I have heard only a little bit of the song, but I heard a bit of it through the leak about a week ago, not even a week ago, around when it came out, and I stopped myself from listening to the full thing because I was like, no, I really want to check this out when it comes out. You know, do it properly, do it on a time that the band wanted the song to release on. They probably didn't even want to release it today, to be honest, because I'm recording this just after it came out. They probably didn't even want to release it today. They probably had to push it forward because of the leaks, but yeah, it is a shame it got leaked. Don't get me wrong. I sort of get why things are being leaked, because I know that they've had this album finished for quite a long time, and leaving the release window of the album till August was sort of like, when they announced the album, it was like, what, March? So leaving it till August was kind of a bit ridiculous. The only reason I could think of why they'd done that was because they want to be able to start the tour not long after the album comes out, and it wouldn't be feasible to start touring yet for them. It could be a reason. There could be loads of different reasons. So, you know, I'm not too judgmental of it. But yeah, the songs unfortunately got leaked, and it's a shame. It's a shame. But we're here anyway. Now that the song has come out, and we're going to react to it. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I know the sort of gist of the song, and I've heard some reviews of the song from people who have listened to the early release of it, and you know something, it's one of those ones where it just seems interesting. You know, won't stand down seemed to promise a real sort of return to rock. Compliance sort of done a 180 on that. It was almost sort of an insult in a sense. Even though it's a good song, it was almost an insult, because we were being told for quite a while from a number of different sources who had worked on the album that this is going to be their heaviest album, most metal album. Now, a lot of the songs that they're releasing are obviously singles, so they're going to be more radio-friendly songs. Like some of the best songs from Simulation Theory even didn't come out as singles. So, you know, I still have hope for the album, but considering there's only 10 songs and there's a chance that they could release one more song before the album release, we'll have nearly half the album out before it releases. And yeah, there's something about the sounds where I'm not incredibly hopeful that we're going quite to that place of sound that maybe a lot of older Muse fans or rock Muse fans would want to see. But ultimately, we're going to be judging this on whether or not it's still good. You know, you can't just sit here and be like, oh well, it's not exactly what I wanted from them, so therefore I don't like it. You know, if it's good in its own regard, then we have to give it its credit. You know. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of waffling. We're going to get straight into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, here we go with Muse, Will of the People official music video. Lord knows this is getting blocked. I'm going to have to do a whole thing to try and get round the block so I can get this out as early as I can for you guys. Very in keeping with the aesthetic of the album already, in terms of the cover. Turn it up a bit for you guys. Is this all animated? I think this is all animation. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, I mean, as I said, you know, it's interesting. I seen someone say on a Discord that I follow that has Muse stuff in it. They said that the song, it gives a lot Pressure vibes from Simulation Theory. Now, I really don't like Pressure as a Muse song. I like it as a radio song, as a bop. I'd listen to it over most drivel out there. But as a song that I expect from Muse, it's a song that I'm really not on board with whatsoever. This sort of has that vibe to it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favorite. But I think I might have said sort of similarly. I think a very similar thing about Compliance, and Compliance is a song that sort of grew on me, the catchiness of it. So this could be a song that very much does the same, but it's more enjoyable than Pressure in my mind, but it still kind of lives in that area. But yeah, I've also more things I want to say in it, but I'm trying to split up my opinions between pauses, so bear with me. I'm doing the pauses and just trying to talk about it, just to try and avoid the copyright as best as I can, because ultimately I want to be able to get this reaction out there to you guys. We're going to go through more opinions in the next pause and in the end, so we're going to get straight into it, folks. I'm nearly certain this is all animated. It looks animated.
To pieces. We need a transmutation, one we all can see. We need a revolution, so long as we stay free.
Animation style reminds me of something as well, but I can't think of it. Right, this is where we're going to do the last pause. It's a bop, it's a bop. It's enjoyable. It's just, again, it's hard to split the difference of what I wanted from these songs coming out and what they are. It is sort of, given just my biases towards a certain sound with the band. I love everything they make, they're my favorite band, but I do have biases towards what I like, and I'm always just going to be sort of itching for the next song to be that song that I want from them, because I got into the band, I think, just after the Second Law era, when singles started coming out for the Drones era. Like, I'm a little late to them, but I'm only 22 years old, so I would have been about 14, 15 getting into them, and all those type of songs I really liked when they came out. And going back listening to their older stuff then after Drones came out, I really found the type of songs that I like from them. And all the while with the Simulation Theory songs were releasing, I wanted something that just gave that bit of a kick, and I never really got it until maybe Algorithm or The Dark Side, but they still didn't really fill that void in terms of the rock stuff. And when Won't Stand Down came out, it was the first song ever since I got into the band that sort of scratched that itch, but even not fully, because it still had a lot of, I feel like, more pop oriented elements in there. Obviously the chorus was heavy, the breakdown was heavy. I loved it, and I really, really liked the song, but I don't know, I miss a full rock song from them, and I have a feeling we're going to be getting one or two of those on the album. Maybe that's what they refer to when they say they're doing a heavier album, is because they have a couple of these on there. But I do miss it to an extent, and I think that sometimes, especially in this instance, would cloud my judgment when it comes to trying to react to these types of songs. As I said earlier, I think that's what happened with Compliance. Compliance is a song that's really grown on me as those judgments have passed, and I feel like that's what will happen with this song over time. Just for the moment, I'm enjoying it. It's a good song, but I'm not amazed by it. That's just my honest opinion, but I'm fully aware that could change and it could grow on me. But let's run this out until the end anyway, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Really cool vehicles. Also gives me some Blade Runner vibes. So it leads back into what the album cover is. I kind of figured that would happen. Okay, I think there's no question now that this is animated. Holy crap. I'm sorry. It's all the people that involved in the class. Pause and give them a quick shout out. But I want to go back to that. That looked, wow. Well, I think it's intentionally supposed to look a little bad, but my god. That is PS2 era. I do feel like this. Maybe I do feel like the music video was rushed to align with the fact that the song was leaked. That's what my spidey senses are saying, but it could be wrong in that. I just have a feeling. But anyway, that was Muse, Will of the People. We'll actually just we'll leave it paused here. Now let's go back into that. We'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like this. Good image to leave it on. So. Will of the People, the title song of the album. Very weird to me that this is the title song because, okay, look, lyrically, yes, it's completely in tone with what the album is going for. Sonically, I don't think it is, so for it to be the title song is strange. I mean, I actually would be able to draw comparisons with the sort of theme of this song, or the theme of this album, with the most recent outings from Nothing But Thieves, funnily enough, the Moral Panic albums. You know, they kind of all talk about, or these be more grim about talking about rebellion. Nothing But Thieves, the Nothing But Thieves album and subsequent sequel EP, sort of talk more about, you know, moral panic, that society is beginning to panic and things are going to start falling apart. There's similar tonalities there. And even though the Moral Panic album, the Moral Panic 2 EP, I think is absolutely unbelievable, but the Moral Panic album itself didn't like, it's not my favorite. It didn't touch the Broken Machine album. This is out to Nothing But Thieves fans there. I could be talking gibberish if you don't know them, but I highly recommend you check them out if you don't know them. But it does sound like that this album is going to go down a similar route, but in terms of talking about it, the tone seems lighter. Even though the Muse are talking about a rebellion, which is anything way darker, sort of like a complete social or societal uprising, it's got a very kind of upbeat nature to it on the overall, which maybe is a stylistic choice they're going for. Instead of making it grim, it's like, we must revolt. It's like, yeah, now it's time. Let's go for it. You know, someone suggested to me, and I actually think it was a very interesting point to consider, is that maybe with these songs is that they're purposely trying to make them good live songs and good sort of radio music to get people on board with the catchiness and listening to them and sort of repeating the message of them. It's sort of like the songs themselves are acting like a messenger to the masses rather than being the sort of darker, grim, it is time we stood up for ourselves type of nature, which a lot of the time you could argue that the Muse have always been kind of about, you know, governmental oppression and all that kind of stuff, and they've always done it with a slightly darker tone when they've done it, and maybe now they're just changing the way they go about it, you know, which I won't be able to really fully comment on or have full opinions on until the full album is out. But definitely a good song, definitely a song that will slap live. They're going to have the crowd shouting "Will of the People," like, obviously, and I think it'll work. Again, Compliance, I think, will work pretty well live as well. Yeah, it's interesting, you know. I'm just intrigued to see where this album goes. This is why the August release date is killing me. I'm eager to have this album come out because I want to hear it and I want to see the tour, because I think that as Muse fans know, the tour is very important of kind of understanding the tone of the album as well, because they do such a stylized tour. It really sort of adds another layer to the album, seeing what they do with it on a tour. So I just want all that to come now. I feel like there's been way too long of a stagnant wait while songs trickle out before this album, but we're getting there. We're 2 months away, pretty much. So fingers crossed we get there soon. To give the song a 10, I think I'm going to play it safe and give it an 8. I have a feeling it's a song that could grow me, get up to an 8.5. It's far from my favourite, like far from it, from Muse, but definitely an interesting song, and one that I think a lot of people will like. It's just personally not one that'll be right up there in the top tier for me. But do let me know what you think, Muse fans. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content from Muse. I'll definitely be doing an album reaction. I've pre-ordered the like ultra deluxe edition of the album. I may do like an unboxing of that when it comes out. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility. If you'd like to see that also, please make sure to let me know. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you back on the next one. Take care. Peace.